All right, and back to the share. Am I on the share? Are you seeing, what are you seeing, Ange?
You're getting there.
There, it's coming. Here we go.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yep, you're all set.
All right, everybody. Welcome to our Living Well Now Thursday night workshop. We're offering these every other week in an effort to provide education for our LWN members and people who are thinking about joining the LWN community and the wider young living community. And yeah, I would say our biggest goal at the end of the day, at the end of these workshops, our biggest goal is for you to continue to see yourself as the CEO of your own wellness journey, for you to continue to feel inspired and empowered to just look in the mirror, look at your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual goals and needs, and then find the tools that work best for you. And whether those are young living tools, whether those are grocery shopping tools like nutrition tools, right? If those are body movement tools, we just hope that these workshops serve as a reminder that you're not alone, and also that that we all, in making these little shifts, these body, mind, spirit, wellness shifts, in doing so, not only is Aaron taking care of him, but Aaron is also taking care of his nieces and nephews in doing so, right? Because when they see Aaron showing up in a more grounded place, a healthier place, not a perfect place, y'all. This is not about perfection, okay? This is not about any of us chasing perfection. This is about us choosing excellence and choosing responsibility for our wellness story. And if we can make things a little bit better, our prayer, our hope is that the next generations can do it better, right? They can do it better than we have. And I think this is what continues to inspire me. So thanks for being here. If I don't know you and you're joining on YouTube, welcome to our Living Well Now YouTube channel, and hope this workshop serves a good purpose for you tonight or whenever you watch it. All right, so first off, disclaimer, we are concerned consumers as Living Well Now leaders and members, and a lot of us Young Living members are just concerned consumers. There has been enough information. There are enough doctors out there talking about it all over the place. And you can find details and information about what we are being bombarded with on a daily basis. And so we don't want to raise our fear, but we want to raise our awareness of what's out there, right? What's in our products, what we're putting on our bodies, what we're putting in our bodies. So we're not raising fear, but we want to raise consciousness and just to be more aware, right? So be more aware of what it is we're putting in and on our bodies. And anything I say tonight is not me, I'm not a dentist, I might tell you about Thieves toothpaste a little bit, right? I'm not a practicing doctor, but I might tell you about sulfurzyme briefly, right? I'm going to tell you about some supplements that I love. But it's really about being concerned consumers and just looking in the mirror and Aaron saying, okay, how can I keep shifting in a positive direction? What do I need to shift? Here in the next week, I was chatting with Ange earlier today, and she just said, as we're starting this workshop, what's one thing, right? That, again, a lot of times we can get so overwhelmed with setting these like massive, almost impossible, right? Not impossible, but almost like unrealistic goals for ourselves. And so how do we set more realistic, right? We want to challenge ourselves, we want to push ourselves, but we also want to be realistic about what we're actually committed to. And this is, we talk about the word sustainability, right? What are sustainable changes that you're willing to make, right? Whether that's nutrition, whether that's adding Ningxia Red to your life, whether that's getting rid of all of the toxic products in your house. How can you do that baby step wise, right? How can you do that baby step wise? So tonight, I just want you to think about what's one product that has been hardest for you to give up, right? For me, it was cologne. The first 4 years of my Young Living journey, back 2006 to 2010, it was so hard for me to let go of my cologne on the weekends. During the day, like during this like school week when I was a teacher, I didn't have any problem wearing my oils as my cologne. But when I would go out at night on the weekends with my friends or whatever, I always wanted to have cologne on, and that took me a while to let go of. But yeah, I've been a plant cologne guy now for the last 10 years, 12 years, holy moly, 12 years, and I'm feeling super grateful. So all that to say, I'm not a doctor. So the disclaimer is I'm a concerned consumer, and I just want to teach people more and more and more about what our options are. So again, the wellness triangle, as you're thinking about ditching and switching, as you're diving into this young living experience, as you're diving into this young living lifestyle, right? The wellness journey is about baby steps, and it's about just, making these shifts. So as we look at this triangle, the wellness triangle, right? Our lifestyle, our daily habits, our nutrition, our mindfulness when it comes to ditching and switching, figuring out what products in our house we can shift out, whether it's air fresheners, et cetera, whether it's soaps from Bath and Body Works, right? How can we shift out, just make little changes? And at first it might be uncomfortable, right? Change is uncomfortable. This is, there's a reason most people keep doing this, like we keep getting the same results, right? Because we keep choosing the same things. So change is uncomfortable, is oftentimes uncomfortable, but what can we ditch and switch? What nutrition shifts can we make? What lifestyle habits do we need to change? And then the oils are the other beautiful piece to add into our wellness triangle, right? Because the way in which we can use these oils to help us to breathe more, to help us relax more, to help balance our energy, to support our immune systems, et cetera, right? So love this wellness triangle. Gives us a good visual as we're beginning this workshop. And again, our focus is about the toxins and how can we ditch the toxins in our house, right? Oftentimes, and again, I know we're all in different parts of our wellness journey. Some of us are brand new to the Young Living world. Some of us have been around in the Young Living world for a long time. And again, I want to choose to just, this is about education. This is not about being fear-based, but it's just being aware, right? So when we see the word fragrance on a personal care product's label, it's just read as hidden chemicals, right? Because it's like trade secrets. And so it's a major loophole in the FDA's federal law that allows these manufacturers to actually include any ingredient, even toxic ones, in their products under the name fragrance without actually listing the chemical. So again, many of the most common ingredients found in your products are linked to endocrine disruption, hormone disruption, skin irritations and issues, liver and kidney issues, cancer, neurological damage, to name just a few. So again, we're just raising our mindfulness and raising our awareness about, okay, what could we shift? What do we need to shift still in order to continue to cleanse our homes as much as possible of toxic stuff, synthetic toxic stuff that could hurt our bodies, hurt our emotions, hurt us emotionally, mess with our hormones, et cetera. So again, I loved, again, chat with Ange earlier, just about just taking the time, right, to read the labels. Whether we're at the doing grocery shopping, right? We want to just pay attention. What is actually in these products, right? When there's 287 ingredients in a product, I'm just going to put this out there based on all, and I know any of you who have studied any functional medicine doctor, naturopathic doctors, any just normal doctors, MDs, are going to talk to us about like paying attention, processed foods and what that does to our body. So the less processed foods we can choose, just paying attention to labels is so huge. And this is why we can start shifting. Instead of going to Target, instead of going to Walgreens, we can, grab bar soaps, right? I'm actually at a hotel right now in San Diego for the weekend. And I brought a bar soap, not just for the workshop, but also just for the weekend, because I just choose to use a Young Living bar soap through the weekend rather than whatever the hotel provides. So again, this is a process. The Young Living lifestyle is made simply. We're just thinking about what little shifts can we make. So essential oils, how can these replace everyday products? What about home and personal care products? Different skincare products the Young Living has, the Bloom line, the Art Skincare, the Savvy Minerals line, right? And then also thinking about nutrition, okay? And just what is like taking an honest look at our nutrition game and scoring ourselves, not to be defeatist, right? I mean, if we're at a 2 out of 10 on our nutrition game, it's okay. That's where we're at, but what if in the next 90 days we went from 2 to 3? Like, game changer, right? Such a game changer. So just be with me on that story, right? Be with me on we're focused on sustainability. We're focused on long-term wellness. We're not focused on in 90 days, all of a sudden we're going to be back to great. And, everything's going to be just perfect, right? This is not that. This is about sustainability and long-term, a lifestyle that we can actually maintain, right? So you're signing up for a lifestyle that we can actually maintain. So think about sustainability, think about maintenance, and then what shifts, like looking in the mirror and being like, all right, my nutrition game is at this. Okay. All right. What am I putting on my skin every day? What am I putting on my face every day? Okay. Yeah, out of 10, I'm at about a 4. All right, let me see if in the next 90 days, what if I could just go up to 5, right? So I don't want us to feel overwhelmed by this workshop where by the end you're like, oh, I'm at 3 and I need to be an 8 or a 9 or a 10. Just breathe with me and go slowly. I mean, again, this is why we use the oils to remind us to breathe. This is not about a perfection chase. This is about progress. This is about little improvements. This is about modeling for the next generation that no matter what age we're at, whether we're 40, whether we're 68, whether we're 28, right? No matter what age we're at, we can change. We can grow, we can improve, right? So moving on to the next slide. If it'll allow me, yep. So again, those of you who've been in the game for a long time, right? Ditching and switching, you can utilize of the 600 plus odd products the Young Living has, essential oils, the huge Thieves line, the Savvy Minerals makeup line, Kid Sense and Seedlings, the Ningxia Red, Ningxia Zing, right? Lots of supplements the Young Living has, so many great supplements, nutrition and fitness products to think about. And then also check that out. I got some einkorn granola over here for the hotel weekend, and also to show y'all, because this is something I do put in my morning breakfast. Not a ton of it, but a little bit. And also then CBD. So lots of product lines to help us start to make these shifts, right? So we're focused on little shifts. We're focused on sustainability, and we're focused on just doing our best one day at a time, right? And like, look at the next 90 days. All right, what can I shift? What can I change? So again, if you're brand new, why Young Living? For us, 27 years of essential oils education and essential oils sharing and natural wellness sharing, being industry leaders in this whole essential oils world. Young Living has 25 seed to seal farms around the world, industry-led testing done in triplicate, over 20 different tests, in-house and third-party. Young Living has 600 life-changing products, plus 100 has products in 100 countries globally and growing. And Young Living has a heart to serve and impact lives all over the world with the Young Living Foundation. So this is why I could go get oils at Costco. I could go get essential oils at Costco. I can go get soap. We can go get all of these things at Walgreens, at these other shops. But for us, again, when you find something that you see works, that you see supports you, that you see is effective, and you're seeking to pay more attention to the labels, right? Seeking to ditch and switch the products from your house that are maybe too overwhelmed with synthetic chemicals, right? Utilizing a company that has been in the game, supporting people and helping people transform their wellness. Yes, please sign me up for that. So continuing on. again, another reason why the Seed to Seal promise the Young Living offers us. So if you are brand new, you got invited by a friend to this workshop, this Seed to Seal promise. If you go to seedtoseal.com, you can you can dive into a video and get a full look at the standards and the pillars that are so important to Young Living, for us to know, right? For us to know that pine essential oil, when it shows up at my doorstep, I know that pine essential oil is pine essential oil, right? It's not pine essential oil with such and such carrier oil with such and such, all these other things in it, right? It's pine essential oil, right? I'm ordering pine essential oil, and that's all I'm getting. Pure, like as pure as possible, through the distillation process. We know we're getting the best of the best. Young Living has a global impact. As we said, members all over the world, warehouses all over the world. When Sarah and I were in Europe a few years ago, we were able to order essential oils to our place in Sweden. When we were in Australia, we were able to order oils to our spot in Australia. So love the fact that this is an international vision, international company. Gary Young was the founder, and he was just passionate about getting oils in every home. So we continue to carry on that message and that passion. All right, so again, for newbies, for brand new people, this is important, right? As you're thinking about ditching and switching, and you're thinking about choosing plants, right? I choose to put plants on my body versus molecules of plants that are played with in a lab, which then turn into, I don't even know what, right? What all gets thrown into the concoction that then gets thrown into the soap, right? And then you get something at the coffee shop, right? Instead, I'm like, you know what? I know I've got a Young Living Thieves foaming hand soap in all of my bathrooms. I know that, right? Or I take my Thieves, my little hand sanitizer, right? And I can take that with me. So I don't have to think about putting pink soap on my hands anymore. So essential oils, what are essential oils? These are in so many of the Young Living products. So just figured we would share this as well. So the essential oils are the lifeblood of a plant. And when these plants are grown in the right conditions, harvested at the correct time, and distilled with the utmost care, they can aid in keeping our bodies healthy, well, and happy, which is how our bodies were intended to be. Essential oils are composed of teeny molecules, and these molecules so small that they can pass through our tissues and directly into our cells. Our systems are super effective and can transport these molecules all over our bodies within a matter of minutes. So for me, when I present, my body temperature goes up. So I'm going to put a little peppermint essential oil on, because that will help me stay cool. Those of you who've topically applied peppermint on your neck, it's just a really nice cooling. Not only does it have this just incredible mint smell, which is energizing, but I love putting that on my neck just for a little pep up. When I used to give massages, I would rub a little bit of peppermint after like 2 or 3 massages. I'd massage my own self because I needed to pump up for the rest of my massages. So again, essential oils that Young Living offer us and are in so many of these products are just so helpful and such a blessing. They've been changing my life for the last 15 years. All right, so 3 different methods. So again, this is just to think about. And as we're thinking about ditching and switching, I want you to think, all right, if you're used to this specific lotion, right? I'll just use aquamarine lotion because that was what I was raised on. It was like a Price Club, Costco lotion that my parents would get, okay? So growing up, I remember I would get aquamarine foot rubs before bed. I was a blessed kid. I think if my parents knew about Young Living when I was a young kid, or Young Living was around when I was a young kid, we would have been using Young Living like Seedlings line, right? The Seedlings lotion, right? Because we want to use more natural essential oils, just products that are more pure. So as we're talking about how to use essential oils, I just want you to think about this, right? So if aquamarine lotion, how could I switch out, right? If I'm massaging my kids' feet every night with the lotion, what if I instead made up my own little foot rub for my kids? right? So a ditch and switch would be like, all right, switch it up. Instead of this aquamarine lotion from Costco that my parents used to get, I could literally take some organic coconut oil, perhaps cold pressed, unrefined, right? Put it in a nice little jar. And then I could, if it's a sleepy time massage rub, right? I could literally put lavender in there, maybe some drops of frankincense in there, maybe a little bit of cedar wood in there, maybe some dream catcher in there. So you could kind of decide whatever you want to put in there. But then so you're giving up aquamarine lotion and you're saying, all right, here's my new sleepy time rub. So, and yes, Young Living has their own lavender lotion, right? You don't have to make your own if you don't choose to. But I just wanted to share, this is what we're thinking about, right? This is why the essential oils, how to use these essential oils is just important to think about, because then you can use these as you're building out new products for yourself, for your house. All right, so topical application, like you just saw me, I massage peppermint oil on the back of my neck just for cooling and also for energy. So that's one way, just topical application. I just put frankincense. I have a little bit of a pimple right here, maybe from too much sun, I said at the beginning of the workshop. So I put a little bit of frankincense on there. I'm frankincense and lavender, right? Would be my top, what I would topically apply to this. And within the next 24 hours, typically within the next 24 hours, that little spot's going to be good to go. All right. So topical application is one method. Aromatic. So literally just breathing in pine essential oil, just breathing that in from the bottle is a gift, right? We don't have, for some reason, I forgot to bring a diffuser to the hotel room, which next time you go to a hotel room, bring a diffuser. So instead of that, I actually just walked around the room and splashed some orange oil onto the carpet. Okay. Raise your hand if you've done that. I would imagine I'm not the only one that's done that. Okay. If you forgot your diffuser and you go to a hotel room, I literally just took some orange oil and Shutron. I actually took orange and Shutron and splashed a little bit of both of those on, and ylang ylang. Splashed a little bit of those onto the carpets. So aromatically, just to breathe that in, right? To just freshen the air and also receive immune system benefits as well. And then lastly, internal, you can also use essential oils. Young Living has a vitality line. Okay, so if you want to spruce up water, so here's another ditch and switch piece. If you're thinking about if maybe hydrating, I know my mom over the last 7 months has really been more intentional about her hydration. We did not know that her hydration game was, we would describe it, right? Scale of 1 to 10, her hydration game was probably at a 2 or a 3. And so now she's really gotten her hydration game back. So maybe that's you. Maybe you're not drinking a ton of water consistently. Maybe that I've got water here. Maybe you just want flavor. Like you just like flavor in your drinks, right? You just are used to drinking your Coke or you're used to drinking your lemonade. Consider taking a vitality blend oil. And if you have a stainless steel or a glass bottle or cup, literally take a drop of a citrus oil, a drop of peppermint oil, or a little bit, not even a drop, a half drop of peppermint oil to just spruce up the water. The other night, I actually had she was showing my mom to put a drop of clove vitality in her big water bottle and then just let it kind of settle overnight. So when she gets up to use the bathroom and wants to get another sip, she gets a little sip of clove water. So anyway, you can use oils internally. Some of them are labeled vitality, and you can make little capsules. You can put them in dressings, marinades, etc. Okay, so keep cruising. So our oils and diffusers. So again, ditching and switching. If you're brand new to the Young Living world, you're thinking about, okay, I've got air fresheners, right? I've got air fresheners. What air fresheners can I shift out, right? Maybe you've had an air freshener in your car for a very long time. So Young Living's we just actually ordered a birthday gift of one of the little diffusers. They've got like a car diffuser. We just ordered a car diffuser for my brother-in-law so that he and his dog can have a fresh smelling car. Okay. So oils, like utilizing diffusers instead of air fresheners, right? Instead of going to the bathroom, I don't know about you, but I was spraying Glade as a kid, right? I was spraying Glade all around that bathroom. And now it's like, okay, I could make my own bathroom spray very easily with Thieves, with purification, um, a citrus oil, whatever oils you want to, right? You literally can make your own bathroom sprays. So you're thinking about, how can I freshen up the air, right? With plants, right? That's our ultimate goal, right? We want to just use plants as we're freshening up the air in our house. So instead of using Glade, which has all the other things in it, instead of using Febreze, which has all the other things in it, right? We're just taking a look and figuring out, all right, maybe I could shift that out. So again, absolutely no judgment wherever you're at on your journey, as you know, as far as like detoxing your home, no judgment. Okay, no judgment. I'm not pretending that I've been perfect for the last 15 years and I've not touched a toxic soap in 15 years, right? I have. I have. You know, this is not about perfection. This is just about raising our awareness to just use plants where we can, right? Use plants in our bathrooms, use plants in our bedrooms, have diffusers rocking. Yeah, make little sprays for our car, right? So that instead of having the car smell, or those car diffusers, which can be super intense, and just, in my understanding, the research I've read, not good for our bodies. Okay, moving on to the Thieves line. So again, Young Living has lots of different Thieves products. Thieves is just this incredible blend that has cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and lemon. And this, I brought this little guy over here, just a little infograph, little booklet, all about Thieves. And this, yeah, I mean, so Young Living's proprietary Thieves essential oil blend was inspired by the legend of 4 15th century French thieves who formulated and wore a special aromatic combination of clove, rosemary, and other botanicals that they believed provided protection while they were robbing. So French authorities recognized that there was such value in this mixture that upon the thieves' capture, they received a more merciful punishment on condition that they divulge the ingredients in their secret formula. So this is where the name that Thieves came from. And so this, you know, I just was doing laundry here in the last 24 hours, the Thieves laundry soap. So as you're thinking about, all right, what could I ditch and switch? Step one, right? You don't have to buy, you know, change it all out in the next 20 days, you know, like baby step it, right? Thieves laundry soap. Here's the Thieves household cleaner. You literally take a capful of this, take a capful, put a capful into a huge spray bottle, water bottle from Home Depot or from Lowe's or whatever, and fill it up with water. And depending upon the cleaning job, right, will depend how much Thieves household cleaner you use. But a lot of friends who clean a lot won't go through one of these, but every 3 to 6 months. I mean, this is a 14-ounce bottle, and it can last. Honestly, I would consider myself clean. Like, I keep our house pretty clean, but one of these can last Sarah and I 8 months. But we don't have kids yet, so maybe that'll change. But anyway, Thieves line. So we're thinking about ditching and switching, right? So instead of, right, when we're thinking about kitchen, instead of Windex, Thieves household cleaner, right? Instead of toilet bowl cleaner, Thieves household cleaner. I also like to use the Thieves foaming hand soap. I literally just take the foaming hand soap and like squirt a little bit of that inside the toilet bowl, scrub it out. I am the toilet bowl guy at our house. Just always want to keep that fresh. So Thieves line, something to definitely think about, depending upon, as you're thinking about ditching and switching, right? What other Thieves products? There's an amazing Thieves dish soap. I love the Thieves dish soap. So perhaps you're ready to shift out. Maybe you've been using Dawn long enough, right? And maybe you're just like, you know what? I could give up Dawn. Yeah, I'll give up Dawn. So maybe you want to grab one of the Thieves dish soaps, right? And so you're just making little shifts, ditching and switching. What else? Thinking about Purell, right? Some, the hand sanitizers, right, that are out there on the market. I mean, you can go to Walgreens, you can get this, but Young Living has incredible Thieves little water purifier like sanitizers. So perhaps that's a shift you make, right? You get a waterless hand sanitizer that's of the Thieves blend, and use that instead. Have that in your purse or carry that in your pocket, or in the glove box in your car, right? After a meal, maybe you want to fresh up. So again, we're thinking about what different little shifts can we make. Again, not overwhelming ourselves. I need to breathe in as I'm getting all excited talking. I'm going to breathe in some orange oil. We're not overwhelming ourselves, okay? That is not wellness. We want to breathe and transform, right? Overwhelmed does not tend to lead us to cook up the broccoli. Let's just be honest, right? Overwhelm tends to lead us to order in junkier items. Yeah. So we're choosing when we feel overwhelmed to find methods to get back to our breath. For me, it's just breathing in some oils. We're not choosing overwhelm. We're choosing courageous transformations and baby steps that are sustainable long-term, right? This is about a new lifestyle for you, a new lifestyle for me, just making little adjustments. Is that good on Thieves? I have this here. It's the Thieves chest rub. Okay. I was raised on Vapo Rub, y'all. Maybe you were, maybe you still like doing Vapo Rub. Sarah and I have really liked the Thieves chest rub. So there's another Thieves item. Thieves mouthwash. Another thing to think about, right? There's so many mouthwashes out there. You could do the mouthwash and the toothpaste and the floss, all Thieves with the Thieves blend. Okay, so again, little ditch and switch options for all of us. So again, thinking about personal care products, right? I don't know about you, but I was raised with some bubble baths. I definitely was raised with some bubble baths with those. Remember those little gel things that my mom, I loved them when my mom would get them. I loved those little gel things because you throw them in, they'd melt, it'd be all smooth and soft and bubbly. Well, Young Living has some pretty awesome, relaxing bath bombs. So you're just starting to just pay attention. Okay, these are products that I'm using, that I'm buying from Target, I'm buying from Walgreens or the grocery. Maybe Young Living has an alternative. Just speaking as we're diving into skincare and Savvy Minerals, which I'm not an expert at, but I will just share briefly. It is believed that the average American woman is putting on about 100 chemicals in the morning before she leaves the house. So, again, just raising our awareness. All right, wow, what am I putting on my skin when I wake up in the morning? What are the first things I'm applying to my face? What am I washing my face with? Do I have 4 different things that I'm using? What are the ingredients on what are the labels? Let me just take a look at those labels and then figure out, oh, well, you know what? Maybe I could switch out that mask that I get from Ulta. Maybe instead of getting that mask at Ulta, Young Living has a pretty cool charcoal mask. Maybe I'll get the charcoal mask next. So again, I think sometimes we forget to really dive into the Young Living product guide, just really dive in there, explore that and be like, okay, what's currently in my house that, maybe has some suspect ingredients, synthetic chemicals in it, and maybe make some shifts. So makeup, one thing to think about, right? One thing to be aware of. If you're applying makeup daily, if you're doing different skincare things in the morning, maybe just take a look and see what you have, see what you could shift. Lots of amazing skincare and savvy makeup available. I'm not astute to be able to teach you all about that. But I am seeing, as far as skincare goes, I do see the mineral sunscreen lotion. I mentioned that earlier. I need to get my sunscreen game back up and rocking. The mineral sunscreen, I actually really love that. I actually have found personally with that mineral sunscreen is I will take like an organic coconut oil, unrefined cold press, and I put a little bit of coconut oil on, and then I will squeeze some of the the SPF 50, the mineral sunscreen lotion, and I will mix those together to put all over my head and my ears and my neck and shoulders. It just allows it to like spread a little bit further. I don't know your skin type with the sun. Okay. I don't know what that experience is for you. But that works really well for me. And it just allows that, because the mineral sunscreens are always a little thicker, right? They're always a little thicker. They'll get caught in a beard. You'll feel a little pastier or whatever. I find that, I like using the organic coconut oil just to spread it and make it go further. And I know a lot of y'all dilute your oils, right, when you're applying those. So am I fly? Are we doing all right, Ange?
You're good. You promised 45 minutes and you're 5 minutes out from that.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
I just wanted to give you a heads up. You're doing amazing.
I said that.
I love that you were talking about savvy as a man. Let's give Aaron a shout out in the comments for real. Like, let me tell you about Savvy Minerals from a male's perspective. I am wearing Savvy. It felt appropriate to come on as you move to kids, right? And little oilers. But I've been wearing Savvy all day. So this is Untamed lipstick and honey foundation. It's been the best thing for my skin, hands down. Aaron, bad skin ran in our family. So it's pretty awesome to have a plant-based, clean makeup to be able to use now in my 40s. So, woo, Aaron, thanks for tackling that. That was awesome.
Totally. Anyway, keep rocking. We'll cruise through some of the rest of these. What we're focused on tonight, though, is this idea of ditching and switching. Okay, so that's really the awareness shift that we were seeking to offer this month, this workshop, and then 2 weeks from now, Shannon Waldron's going to rock another amazing workshop about some DIY home stuff that you like, ways in which you can shift and change and continue to ditch and switch. And continue and perhaps do some of your own concoctions. So look forward to that 2 weeks from now. Continuing on, little oilers, you're just thinking about, okay, if you've got kiddos, you got grandkids, okay, maybe help them find a supplement, right? Instead of going to your local market and grabbing the vitamin C, chewables, instead of grabbing the multivitamin from Target, right? What if Young Living has an equally, perhaps even better multivitamin supplement for your grandkids, for your kids, nieces and nephews? So check out the Kid Sense line, the Mighty Vites. I personally love the Super C chewable. And we learned recently, Ange and I just learned recently how important it is to rock out the Super C chewable. Looks like Ange is going to do a dance right now. I don't know what she's thinking, but she forgot she was on video. All right, so seedlings line. Again, as we're thinking, just recently I saw something come out in the news about baby formula, right? I mean, I saw something about baby formula and what was in the baby formula in recent years. Johnson & Johnson was some like the baby oil. So again, folks, this is just, it's happening. There are ingredients that are not good for us in products. And so it's just, all right, let's get the seedlings line rocking when we have kids. Let's just make sure that's the go-to. Again, not going to spend, I could do 45 minutes on nutrition and fitness, right? And Ange, all of us, our Living Well Now team will just 100% say it's not Young Living or nutrition and fitness. It's Young Living and nutrition and fitness, right? These are all components to your lifestyle transformation, your wellness transformation. Okay. My mom made so many great wellness choices, right? So many great wellness choices, and still is facing what she's facing with a couple tumors, and it's like, okay, what can we shift? What can we keep shifting? Right. And we realized, wow, she never really was on her fitness game. Like her fitness game was never her focus, was never a focus. So we've added that into her health story. We've upped her nutrition game. So again, it's not Young Living or nutrition and fitness. It's all of these, and it's sleep, and it's emotional health, right? Taking care of our emotional health, finding safe spaces to process emotions. So again, nutrition, Ningxia Red. I brought 3 Ningxia Red packets for the San Diego weekend so that I'll be good to go. And right, so we're just making sure our body is getting the nutrients it needs to live at an optimum level. Right, it gives us energy for our days. Our mental health is so much better when we're putting better things into our body. There's so much research out there. I'm not going to dive into it, but our gut is influencing our mental health every day. Okay, so what we're putting in our guts is influencing our mental health, and what's going on up here is also influencing our gut, right? It's all talking all the time. So these are alternatives, right? If you love soda, time to maybe try the Ningxia Zing, right? If you're having a rough time saying goodbye to soda in your life or some other drink that you're a big fan of, maybe Ningxia Zing, maybe Ningxia Red, maybe make your own little mixed drink. I do Ningxia Zing, Ningxia Red. I'll take squeeze organic lemon, and then I fill up the cup with water and ice. And on a warm day, that's dreamy. When it's not hot, I'm not doing ice, but I just, those fluids, all that water, Zing, Ningxia Red, a little bit of lemon, yummy. Young Living supplements, okay? I brought just a few: multigreens, ImmuPro, Detoxzyme, Essentialzyme, Sulfurzyme, Super Vitamin D, okay? We're thinking about, all right, typically going to Target, typically going to the grocery. What does Young Living have as an alternative, right? Yes, you can get products on Amazon. Yes, you can go to Amazon and do things, right? All of us. I mean, I'm sure in the last 2 years, our Amazon shopping has gone up, right? But what if Young Living's got a supplement that's just as good or better, right? So that's what we're focused on when we're thinking about ditching and switching. And I'm just going to speed up and close this out, Ange, and maybe have you help me just close it. So CBD oil, something, again, you can get this at the grocery. You can get this at a lot of different places now. You can get this online. Young Living CBD oil is, in my opinion, the best of the best out there on the market. So we're just thinking, if you've heard anything tonight, I just want to make sure you've heard. We're thinking about sustainability when it comes to wellness transformations. We're thinking about baby steps, right? And we're thinking about being gentle with ourselves. And we really are just taking a look, just an honest look at our body, mind, spirit wellness right now. And just saying, all right, next 90 days, what's one thing I can shift that's going to improve my mental health, physical health, spiritual health, emotional health? Maybe it's a product that Young Living has that's going to change the game, that's going to help us change the game. It's going to up our energy. I believe you're going to find it. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's your journey. You're the CEO of your own health. Thanks for listening to me. I'm going to have Ange just kind of close us out here with a couple final slides. And yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, Aaron, thanks so much for dropping in on some really real stories from your own life, actually, present, past, and future. I love that you came prepared with all of your loyalty rewards products to share tonight. But something that you said just there at the end about how much Amazon must have increased its and online deliveries, right, have increased in the last couple of years. We do the same thing, y'all. We have a monthly subscription box. It's just the easiest way for you to get the products that you want to have in your hands and the fastest way possible. We know that you can shop anywhere, and we're super, super grateful when you shop from your Young Living store because you are investing in your health. My mom has always said a health investment is better than a health tragedy later. And so I feel really, really confident in what she's been doing to take care of herself and level up in parts that may, if you look at our wellness as a wheel. Sometimes our wheel is a little crooked and it doesn't roll incredibly well. So ordering online from your own store, getting loyalty points monthly, that stack up over time, is the best way to ensure that you have those products at your fingertips. There's no excuse that you can't make it to the store to buy a replacement because the order is showing up soon. So I love that. Aaron, if you want to just keep rolling through.
Yep.
I also think it's super important to note that our team provides great educational resources like this. We're not going to leave you hanging. I was watching somebody's reel today about all the ways that we provide service. They provide service. The biggest one is support, right? We're not going to leave you out there wondering, how to use the products that came in your box. We're going to teach you about how to better your life. Next week, we have an Oil Underground call on Wednesday night. That's a great way for you to get some insider scoop. We give you resources like this one. This is the new Essential Oils quick reference guide that you can easily get a hold of from Life and Science Publishing. Awesome way to learn how to use your essential oils and some of the other products that we have in hand. And we're just a really welcoming community as well. If you do choose to share Young Living, I know a lot of you have 10% off coupons. You may want to share this video with them, somebody who wants to watch, and they can always fast forward it on YouTube. I always like watching YouTube replays in 1.5 times, but that might be a great way for your friend or neighbor to understand and listen about being a concerned consumer and why you're so passionate about it. Aaron's passion came through tonight. And if you do earn a paycheck with Young Living, I invite you to stay on the next 15, 20 minutes while Aaron dives into the business. But it truly is a 4-year career that can set you up for retirement, can set you up for an emergency fund, can set you up for the future just by sharing what you're passionate about and what you love. Super easy to unlock your discount as you find out the member number of the person who invited you or ask them for their quick link. You can simply go and unlock the discount, a 24% off discount by adding a product to our subscription, or you can order 100 PV, which is about $100 on your first order. Get that 10% off coupon from the friend who shared this video with you, and then you can place your order and be part of our team. Super, super great. If you do want to level up and become a brand partner, you need to do that in your second month, and just order that business essentials kit. But like I said, Aaron will say more about that at the 6 o'clock time. So be part of our community. We have a lot of fun together. We've historically had a lot of fun. We currently have a lot of fun, and we have a vision of helping more and more people discover their passions for healthier living so that we can create a healthier world for everyone. We do choose to believe that we help others live their healthiest lives and build successful businesses here with our Living Well Now team. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks everybody for joining. And yeah, if you're planning to hang around for the intro to business call, I'll begin that in about 9 minutes. So blessings to you on your journey. Keep saying yes to you and your wellness transformations, because when you do that, and when I do that, and when we all do that, the wellness of the world goes up, and the future generations have a greater opportunity for wellness on this earth together. So thanks, y'all.